This is my favorite time, meditation. It's a time that I love to let go. Most of you know by 6:30 on Sunday mornings, I'm sitting on my porch doing my own meditation time. And what a gift that is that I give myself most mornings to just be. To let go of all the rushing around, all the things that happened just this morning in people's lives. Isn't it amazing? So I invite you, if there's anything in your hands other than a baby, to let it go. If you've got papers or whatever, set it down. Ego loves distraction. So ego loves for you to hold on to stuff. So then you can think about, oh, I better hold on to that. Whoops. So it's time to let it go. So today, as always, I'd like you to just take a nice, easy, but deep breath in as comfortable for yourself. So just take a nice, easy breath in. And then with the exhale, this is the letting go part. There is nothing you need to do right now. Nothing. So with this next breath in, I want you to breathe in the peace and love of God, the peace and love of the Holy Spirit. And with the exhale, this is you affirming, I let go and let God. So I like to encourage you most Sundays to, through the power of your imagination, to go to a place that you feel safe in your mind's eye. And this can be a real place. For many people, especially this time of year, it may be their favorite chair or swing outside, or maybe a bench in their garden, or maybe it's a beach, or imagining yourself in a forest of trees. Doesn't matter. There's no wrong or right to meditating. Remember that. So you can drop that. That's ego's voice wanting to say, oh, that's not right. Just tell it to go to its room. You can pick that ego voice up at 12. But for now, this is about you. Going to that secret, quiet, knowing place within you. So once you feel yourself in that space, real or imagined, in your mind's eye, I want you to see a body of water in front of you. It may already be there in your safe place. But if it's not, then I want you to see a body of water in front of you. It can even be just a little fountain. You got it in your mind's eye? Again, no right or wrong here. Whatever you bring to your imagination. And now I want you to imagine wherever you are sitting or standing in this imagination of your safe place, I want you to imagine that there are flat rocks or stones in front of you, but they're kind of flat. There are not too many edges on them. And there's a big marker next to them. And I want you, if you're comfortable in your mind's eye, to pick up the marker. And with that, I would invite you to write on the stones things that you are afraid of. Sometimes that can be a health challenge. Sometimes it can be afraid of people knowing that I have this feeling I'm not good enough. So I worry about what people think. What are some of the beliefs that we or you have taken on that you know are not true, but somehow you still hold on to them? What about worry? These are your thoughts, your limiting thoughts, your fear thoughts. Oh, there's really a lot, aren't there? If you start to think about it. So go ahead and pick up as many of these stones as you feel comfortable and start to write what these words are that you have been holding on to. Maybe there's anger. Anger at yourself, anger at somebody else. And as you write on these, I invite you, are you ready to throw them into that body of water that you brought into your imagination? So as you write these fear thoughts, angry thoughts, limiting thoughts, worry thoughts, go ahead, if you are ready, and throw them in that imaginary body of water. Release them. And just watch them sink to the bottom of the water. These rocks are heavy, and they weigh us down. And just right now, for this time, I invite you to continue picking up a stone, writing on it, and releasing these things that are limiting you from being in joy in the quiet of your mind. And as you notice how it feels to let some of this stuff go, know that sometimes it's human to want to go back in that water and pick that rock up. Don't beat yourself up about it. If you find yourself picking up a worry thought or an angry thought, the beauty of this meditation is knowing that you can go here anytime just by closing your eyes and writing that emotion in your mind's eye, in your imagination, and throwing it back into the body of water. This is a practice that I invite you to do as often as possible. I release and I let go. These rocks of limitation have no power over me. I am a perfect child of God. I am a perfect child of God. And with that awareness of knowing that truth, as you start to bring yourself back to this space, I want you to just feel yourself being held by the presence of God, by the presence of Spirit, by the presence of higher power, creator, whatever name you give it. It is the truth of you, and you are always being held. So slowly bring your awareness back to this space. If your eyes were closed, gently open them, wiggle your fingers a little bit, and bring yourself back as we get to hear a beautiful song by Michaela and Brady.